So here we have the Afinia H400, and before anything, let's get set up on the software. So first you open normal Google tag, and then you go to Afinia H400 software. Just look it up. And here you got different pages you can go to, and you want to select the one down here. Alright, so when you get to this website, you want to scroll a little bit down, click on download the software, and next thing you're going to see is where it asks for your information. You don't have to fill all of it out. All you need to make sure is you fill out the one with the little red stars. So for example, education's already selected, and then the product you own. In this case, we have the H400. We're not a robot. And then submit. Alright, so your form has been successfully submitted, and then you will get this screen. Scroll a little bit down. You want to get under 3D printer software, you want to select the one that says H400. So then again, on the two options, in this case we're going to be selecting the one that says Afinia Studio Windows 64-bit. You click on that. Alright, so as you guys can see now, we have the downloaded file down at the bottom left. So you want to open that up. This might take. Alright, so now we get this that pops up, and all you gotta do is just, click more info, and then you want to run it anyways. It's just saying that the application is like unknown to the computer. So we're gonna run it. Alright, so here it comes up. So now we just go through the setup. So I'll click next. Here's the license terms. So if you want to go through and read it, and then at the end you want to click accept. Go to the next page. Choose where you want to have the program downloaded to, and then just hit install. Alright, so then it's gonna ask you if you want it to make changes to your computer. Click yes, or else it won't work. And now we just wait for it to finish. Alright, so now it's done installing. All you want to do, click install, and take a little while. Alright, so now it's telling you that to connect the printer to the computer, and in this case we have this white cable which runs all the way to the back of the printer here, and what you want to do is plug it into a USB port on your laptop. Then back over here, you want to click on OK, and you want to run it. And then start opening the program.
Alright, now that it's finished installing, you want to go to build, and then you want to turn on the printer. And once it starts starting up, then the rest of these options are going to become available. And the first thing we're going to want to do is initialize the printer. Alright, so now you can see that all the options are available, and then the next thing you want to do after initializing the printer is you want to go calibrate it. So under calibration, you want to click nozzle detect, and it'll begin doing it by itself.
As you guys can see, the tip of the printer has to reach the platform in order to measure the height that it will print at. And once that is done, it'll be ready to print. So now we're going to click on confirm, and now you're ready to open up objects and start printing. Alright, so now we're just going to open up another Google tab, and we're going to look up anything you might want to print. So in our case, we're going to be looking up a fidget cube that was made by C-Thig here. And so you can see we already took a look at it, and it's on the website by Thingiverse. And this is what the product looks like. So what you're gonna want to do is, make sure you look through it, see if that's what you really want, and then you're gonna hit download files, and it starts downloading down here. So then once you get that opened up, you're gonna make sure you extract it. So in downloads first, let's go to downloads. We're gonna look for the file we just brought in. You're gonna click on it, click extract all of it. Select your destination, and in our case, we're gonna select the destination of a USB drive, but we already installed it, so we would just click select folder and extract. Alright, so now I'm just gonna minimize everything, go back to Afinia 3D. We're gonna go to the plus sign over here, which is add. Click on it, and as you can see, you can print out the basic products here. You have a cube, a sphere, a cylinder, I believe, and a couple other shapes. So in our case, we're gonna click add 3D model, and you're gonna go to where you downloaded the file. In our case, we have it on the USB, and we're gonna go to fidget cube, and those are the images that we saw a while ago. So we're just gonna go straight into the files, and we want to get, because as you guys can see, the cube was not made all in one, because some things have to move. So one of them is just the cube, and then the rest are in pieces that will have to be put at the end once everything's printed out. So we're gonna go to fidget cube, you're gonna hit open, and as you can see, we placed it right in the center. It's tiny. Alright, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna go up here to your scale button, which looks like this one up here. It says scale. Click on it, and you can make the dimensions bigger by clicking on the buttons. You can select how much you want to scale it up to, or you can just simply go to the center of the screen to where the object is, click and hold, and then drag it up to make the scale bigger. And let's do it right there. Alright, so here we have it all scaled up, and make sure that's the size you want it to be. And we're just gonna take a quick peek around, see what it has. And it looks pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead, and since we have everything already calibrated and set up, we're just gonna go ahead and print. And here you're gonna have the layer thickness. You can do infill, so like how much you want the part to be filled up. So like if you want it hollow or you want it dense inside. And you have a couple other options here. So like quality, you can set it to fine, but for time being we're just gonna leave it at normal. And then We can do preview. See how long it takes. So as you guys can see, according to the preview, the print time will take only 19 minutes. And it's going to use 4 grams of the material, so we should be good. I'm just going to take one last quick peek at it. And we're going to go ahead and click print down here at the bottom. As you can see, it started sending the information to the printer. So as you guys can see, the printer has not yet started. However, if you notice, the temperature of the nozzle will actually begin to increase, so we have to wait until it is at a specific temperature in order for it to start printing. Alright, so now we have reached the point where the printer's ready and it'll begin. It's too tight to see in that gap, so just have to wait and see the final product. So as you guys can see, down here we have the info, the percentage of it being complete, and the amount of time it takes for it to finish. So yeah, just let it finish out and we'll see the result.
Alright, so now we just finished printing out these parts. This part of the cube, so we're just gonna peel off the bottom part and do the same thing for this one. And we still got more pieces to make, so I'll show you how to do that. So once you completed your pieces, you're gonna right click on it, delete it. You click yes, then you go to add another piece. Click on that, and you go right here. And for ours, it's called pieces fixed. So we just open it, and it's gonna pop up. And the scale is very, very small. So in order to make it bigger, we're gonna go up here to scale, click on that, and then we type in our scale. And for this case, it's gonna be 9.11. And then click enter. And then it should adjust the size for you. And then we just begin the whole printing process again. Alright, now that our piece is ready, we just gotta go print it out. So we click print, and you go right here, print. You could preview it, but we already did. So you just click print, and it will start loading, and it says that the printer is it's getting ready, and then it begins the process. You click OK.
Close up the printer. And because it was open, it automatically paused, but we're just gonna hit play again. It'll start. So again, as you guys can see, the printer hasn't started yet, only because the temperature of the nozzle hasn't reached the temperature it needs to melt the plastic. So that's gonna take a little bit of time. And while this is printing, you guys can take out the parts and begin to remove the support structures that were printed along with the object. So as you can see, this bottom layer here, it peels off, so we'll show you when that comes off. Okay guys, so whenever you're finished printing and you see all the support structures on the thing, if you don't know what to take off, you can always go back to the website, click on the object, and you can view it as a 3D model. So you can see what's supposed to be on the thing and what isn't. So now we have our parts printed out, and I'm just gonna take them out and start taking off the support pieces as well. So for example, this part had a support piece on bottom and we got rid of it. Now we just have the clean part. Alright, so here we have all the parts printed out, and as you guys can see, I took off all the support buildings that were around it. Alright, so now we have to put it together. So this one, obviously, we're going to put inside that one, and it should just be spinning like that. So you're going to hold it by the little tip and just turn it around. So that's one thing. And then we have the clip, which obviously goes in here, and it's just a clip back and forth. And then on the side here, we have this little tiny piece along with the cover. So what we're gonna do is place that tiny piece inside of the cover, and then we're gonna get the cube and put it on top so it doesn't fall out. And then what we're gonna want to do is make sure you like crazy glue it or glue it down to the cube so that it stays on and this little piece doesn't get lost. But other than that, the little piece should be able to just move around, and there you guys have it.